Well, it has been a hot minute since I have been doing this, but I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. Today, we are going to be sorting out all my sewing patterns that I have hold of, all my old ones, all my pre-cut ones, stuff like that. We're going to go through them and we're going to see what we're keeping, what we're destashing. If you're new here, hi, my name's Philly. We talk all things creative, lifestyle, all sorts here. I would love it if you could like and subscribe. So as many of my hardcore subscribers will remember, I did a High Rocks last year and have since gone on like a proper fitness journey and a proper like self-care journey. It's very exciting. Gave up drinking, gave up narcissists, and I'm now like a whole new woman. This is wonderful for me. I have become so obsessed with health and fitness and stuff like that I now where I used to have a sewing machine. I now have a bike in the house instead. But we're not going to become that channel. I'm not going to take you out on loads of runs and stuff like that. We're still sticking with crafting, being creative, and just trying to find that again, which includes having to clear out the craft cupboard. I mean, it's been a beat since, well, that's not strictly true. I've got some projects on the go still, but I really need to sort out, oh no, I need to sort out what of this cupboard I am keeping and what is going to be like Philly's creative journey 2.0. Maybe 3.0 at this rate. Today we're going to be focusing on this shelf. So I've got loads of odds and ends of fabric, got some felt, and all these sewing patterns. So part of the problem with the sewing patterns is that when I used them, a lot of them haven't been opened, but when I used them or bought them, I was a different shape. And so it means that what I have got in my stash no longer really suits me or fits me. I think I'm still very much like floaty dress, puffy sleeves girl, but I don't now, yeah, I don't know. It just feels like, I just think I'm in sort of like a different era now. So I need to change out my sewing patterns for like my style and my design. If that makes sense to anyone else, let me know in the comments below. Like, you know, sometimes like you feel like you've got a style and then like something happens in your life, or you end up having to move, or all sorts of things, you end up having kids, stuff like that, and like all your fashion sense changes. So I think there's going to be some stuff in there that I'm going to want to get rid of. Also, there's stuff that I've pre-cut, because at the time I was like, I am absolutely the most super comfortable mid-sized girly you'll ever find. Like, love my body, quite happy with it, don't mind all the rolls and the bobbly bits and everything else, which is still true. I still could not care less if I was 2 stone heavier or 2 stone lighter. But the side effect of becoming or just taking more care in myself and taking more care with my health and stuff like that means that, yes, I am less wobbly and bobbly now. So it means that all those pre-cut patterns that I was happy to stay that size for the rest of my life, no longer that size. So I'm going to have to get rid of those or see which ones I could still use. So like the maxi dresses and stuff like that, I could happily still be a size up in those and not worry. Some of the other bits, if I cut it right. Anyway, let's go through them. Let's have a look, see what we've got. Lemmy's decided that we're keeping these ones. Right, so this is my pile. Not all of it. There's a couple of magazines in here as well that I don't know if I need to keep or if I need to re-gift. And then we're just going to go through, oh, sorry lambs, we're just going to go through all of these. Oh, piece of cake. I've got 1 hour until the school run, so I think that's a pretty good deadline for us to get everything sorted. Right, keep pile and bin pile. Some of these so that Noah jumpsuit, I've made that 4 times and it just doesn't suit me. The girl's romper, no idea what size it is. This one I've cut up, but I don't think, oh no, I'm going to take some, I'm still going for. This one, I don't know what I was thinking. Probably the shirt dress. I liked the look of the shirt dress, but it was only £1. And so maybe that's what I was thinking at the time. I don't know. There's some bits in here that, so this is the dress that I made. I made it far too short. You can watch that video back there. And then some of these, why did I think that was a good idea? Oh well, sign of a chaotic mind, right? We move. And on the other hand, I've collected a couple of these which I think are still going to suit me. Maxi dress has been cut, so I'm going to need to resize that one. What was this? Dog clothes, I think. Oh no, that one was dog clothes. Maybe I need a better filing system as well. Oh, some of the things are really sad. So like this one, I've had to throw this away. But I made it for, must have been Bee's 5th birthday. I made her a fairy princess dress and she had a fairy princess party. You can check the video back there somewhere. But she's not little anymore. She's 10 now, so 10 and a half. So no, I don't need a 5-year-old's sewing pattern. I've also some of the Sirdar knitting patterns. This is for a size age 3 to 7, and I don't have any 3 to 7-year-olds anymore. So oh, I feel really sad. Right, we've relocated so that I can show you exactly what I've saved. Item number 1, the Rosary Apparel Daisy dress. This feels terribly thin, like there's not enough daisy dress in it. So I'm going to have to open that and check. McCall's men's set. I'm rethinking already. Changed my mind. Bin. Bag. Riley backpack. The McCall's 7875. I made this dressing gown and I need a new dressing gown, but a nice one, not a towel one. So, or rather, what is a dressing gown if it's not a bathrobe, if it's in thingy? But I want a dressing gown, so dressing gown. Oh, this was one of the first dresses that I ever made on the channel. What is it? The M6891. And we're 5 years old. So yay! This dress pattern is 5 years old and I've used it once. This guy, McCall's M8180, still into big collars, so happy to use that. I love this one, the Vogue 9075. I just love that, and I'm pretty sure I bought this new, so it was like 15 quid. So absolutely using that. Beauty is that I now have a bit of a waist. I say that, I look like a sack of poo today in my stripy top, but you're gonna have to trust that I've got a waist now. For new subscribers, I have spent the last 5 years being really comfortable with the fact that I went straight down. Now I do still go straight down, but like I do straight down like that now. Tilly and the Buttons, this is the Sky dress. This one, oh, love. It's so easy for summer just to like whip on, so happily going to make more of those. Simplicity K9041. I've got one of these in my wardrobe and it is just my most favourite glamorous dress ever. It's in a viscose and it's just so floaty and lovely and long. So I would love to make some more of these. Tilly and the Buttons, I'm undecided on this one. This is going to go in the maybe pile again. Now that I've had a look at it, I'm not sure. Another Tilly and the Buttons Seren. Definitely going to be making that one. Oh, the Simplicity 9441. My son bought me this for Christmas, so I have to keep it and make it. The Tilly and the Buttons Lyra. I think I like this one best out of the designs. That one's probably my favourite and most likely to wear, but I wanted a shirt dress. The Simplicity 8608. Also now rethinking it, now I've seen it. I only want this one. Are you thinking in, zooming in? I only want to do this design. So maybe I'll cut it, I'll make it once and then we'll see if it's gonna keep. The McCall 7902. This is still very much a bit of me. So happy to keep that one. Carnaby dress. I've seen something like this. Who is it? Peppermint Magazine have just brought out their new dress. Can't remember what it's called, but I'll put a picture here actually. And this looks very similar to that one. So I'm just going to use this pattern and it'd be a bit easier. I think the Peppermint one is a bit more A-line, whereas this is a bit more straighter down. But I think that would look quite nice without a top on underneath, wouldn't it? But just like quite easy to throw on. So yeah, keeping that one. Right, now these last four, I'm going on holiday at the end of the month. So I was thinking that I will make one or more of these to take on holiday. So we have the Simplicity K9136. How easy is that? Right? So maybe one or two of these in a couple of different fabrics just to sort of chuck on. That's nice and easy, nice for sightseeing. This one I've made before. This is the 6446 and I think, oh no, Cleo. This is, sorry, this, I have made it before, but this pattern isn't cut, so maybe I had two of them. But this one I really liked when I made it. I wonder if I can get, you'll probably be able to find the video back along somewhere. Just look in the last 5 years, you'll find them there. But it was really flattering and I really liked it because this bodice bit has darts in it. So it's really flattering around the waist, and then the tie bit means it covers up anything. So I'm gonna try and make one of those for holiday. This Milan dress, I don't know who, Capsule Wardrobe makes it, but it came free with the magazine. This looks like the easiest thing in the world to make. I'm going to start with this one and then we'll see how we go. It's also got a very thin pattern in it, so hopefully it's only a few pieces. A nice quick easy make, that one. And then finally the McCall's 8104. Still love me a flounce. This one has, she's got covered buttons. I don't know if I could do covered buttons, but certainly worth a go. And again, really nice and floaty, you can dress it up, dress it down. So I might try and make one of those four to go on holiday with. So those are all the patterns that I'm going to be keeping. Everything else is probably going to go up on Vinted or go to the charity shop, depending on whether I'd already bought it from a charity shop or not. And yeah, hopefully that will be the start of being able to sort of see the wood for the trees when it comes to the sewing patterns. I have actually got rid of a lot more of my home printed patterns than I was expecting. So there's either two reasons to that. One, the patterns were, so I had so little investment in it that I didn't want to buy a printed pattern, and I was happy to print it from home. Two, it was already a free pattern that I could print, and therefore we know the vibe on free patterns. Or I just didn't have a good enough filing system for my print at home patterns, so maybe I need to think about that and need to think about whether I should put like a bit of a better system in place or not. So next week I'll be going through all my fabrics and stuff. I've got stashes in the airing cupboard, I've got stashes in the craft cupboard, and I've got stashes in the cupboard under the stairs. None of which I think are like assigned for a project at the moment. So therefore, do I need it? Should I keep it? Come along next week and you can see and you can help me decide. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Thank you for bearing with. I'll do like a follow-up video in a few weeks' time of like what's been going on in my world and stuff. But for now, let's get crafting. See you soon. Bye. If you're new here, hi, my name's Philly. Oh, wave at camera. Sorry, sir, is there something wrong with your cat flap?